Come on, man. That's a pie. There's some kind of pie, but it's not a pizza pie. It's not the pizza pie.
You know, I was thinking about getting rid of cold opens this week, and nope.
That was so bad. I would love to peel a cup and char off a piece of pizza right now. All right. What were you saying?
If you're gonna serve wings or ranch, I don't want to do business with you. I get up and leave, even if I don't get the wings. It's either blue cheese or wings to go for wings.
That's right, never mind who you thought it was. This is the Buffalluminati Podcast, your keeper of Buffalo's secrets. We got a great episode for you today, but first, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm your host, Jake, and joining me as always is my co-host, Jeff. Jeff, what
Yes, sir. It always do. Coming in hot, brother. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You didn't tell me what's going on today.
It's going to be a rough one today, Jeff. I'm breaking out the blue light. Blue light, not a sponsor. Unless, please drink responsibly.
I don't think they do that.
I'm hoping. One day we'll be big enough to get that nice Labatt sponsorship. Maybe tomorrow. Give us a call. But today, I got a rough one, Jeff. I'm sorry.
It's yeah. You said it was a drinking episode or something?
I don't know. It's a drinking episode because this article that I came across, the author must have been drinking because
okay.
It's messed up. It's a travesty. It's a scandal. It's unconscionable. I don't know what else to say. Oh my goodness. Where to begin? This comes from clever.com. 2025 data, best pizza cities in the U.S. ranked. Clever.com is a real estate website, so I don't know what the fuck they know about pizza.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. This is this one's got me hot. And this is written by Nick Paisano. He sure is. Updated like March 17th, 2025. So I'm not going to read this whole article, but basically this real estate website did some data and tried to figure out what the top pizza cities in the U.S. are, because apparently that helps them sell houses. I mean, I get it in the abstract. Yes, it could help sell houses if you're that obsessed with pizza. But
I mean, we got to be in the top 5.
But tail of the tape here, we have at number 5, Buffalo, New York, with the 97.4 overall, the 100 Pizza Passion score, the 30 pizza restaurants per 100,000 residents, and the 3.99 Yelp rating on average for pizza places. These are the 3 numbers I really want to hammer home, because I think that these tell the story of the pizza cities more than the cost of the pizza. At number 4, and actually we are tied for 4th with Detroit, Michigan. But they're giving them the official 4th place spot, I guess. But we tied in the overall score of 97.4. Mm-hmm. They had a pizza passion score of 80.6, a whole 20 points below ours. And they only have 6.8 restaurants per 100,000 residents and a 3.98 rating. So really, looking at all of those numbers, those should at least be switched. But it gets worse from there. At number 3, we have Boston, Mass. We have Philadelphia at number 2. Rochester, New York got a perfect 100 score and a 98% or a 98 Pizza Passion score.
And what was ours?
Ours, we had 100 Pizza Passion score and we had a 97.4.
When you said it was a drinking episode.
Yeah, for Buffalo to get number 5 and get beat by Detroit of all places, and we outscore them in just about everything. I think the only thing that really hurts us on this is the price for pizza, which of the top 5, we're like the only one that's above $20 for a large cheese pizza is one of the things, and then they had a large pepperoni pizza, which is obviously going to be a couple dollars more.
I don't know, man. I'm a big hater on the pizza inflation because it's just like I always said, it's dough, sauce, and cheese. So how you charging? Really $20 for a large? Even $20 should be like a sheet,
right? And I mean, looking at this, clearly we are in the above average. Putting into perspective, most income required for a weekly pizza night. So, like, what percent of your weekly income?
Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Las Vegas, Nevada is the most expensive at 3.56, which checks out because it's Las Vegas, Nevada.
3.56 what?
Percent of your weekly income would go towards that pizza for that night.
Hold on. Let me crunch some numbers. Okay.
Buffalo, New York is second most expensive at 3.55.
Damn, are we?
Yeah.
See, that makes sense, though. That's why I've been so upset about the pizza prices around here for years.
Right, because we're not Las Vegas. I'm not paying Las Vegas prices on anything else. Well,
especially during COVID. And then, like, as a pizza city, like you said, New York City with the dollar slices. If we're a pizza city, we got so many restaurants per capita. Where's our dollar slices? Why don't we have pizza deflation?
Rochester, New York. This is what gets me right here. Is that somehow they have a 100 overall score. But if we go back to the 3 points here that I'm saying, 98 Pizza Passion score.
What is Pizza Passion even? That just means we like it a lot.
They have a little asterisk. I think it's, just something that they did a poll on how much each particular city loves pizza or rates their pizza or whatever. But
we do love some pizza.
We do. And they even said as much when they said something about, like, we're just as passionate for pizza as we are for wings. And that is a fact.
I mean, in their defense, some of those things don't, like Pizza Passion score. All right, because we do love it the most doesn't necessarily mean it's the best pizza. And same with the other thing, like they're not. But I'm saying in their defense, I don't know why I'm playing devil's advocate, but those two things don't, just because we love it more doesn't necessarily make the pizza better. But I 100% believe we should have beat Rochester.
I love these little neighborly spats that we can have with, just throwing shade over the fence.
Hey, I love a garbage plate. But yeah, we got to have the little rivalry going. Absolutely, you throw a little shade both ways. But I love me a garbage plate.
Buffalo and Rochester are actually really close in their scores, and I would say that the argument could be made for them holding the 1 and 2 spot either way, and I feel like that didn't happen because we're so close together. Perhaps you wanted to get some other cities in there. But if you're just looking at Pizza Passion score, 98 and 100 for Rochester and Buffalo, but then number 2, Philadelphia is at 76. Boston's at 80 at number 3. Detroit's at 80 at number 4. Like, not even close. And same with the restaurants and the overall score. Maybe they're cheaper because it's a big city and like sometimes cheap food. Like at New York, you can still get dollar slices, and we just don't have that luxury. And maybe that skews the numbers a little bit. I don't know. But I don't think that the math completely maths here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of those places that are above us on this list are only getting that because they're bigger cities, really.
You know, I have no problem even sharing the designation with Rochester, or I'll even take the number 2 spot, but I just think that this is just all out of whack. And once I remembered that this is from a real estate website and not like
like who?
Professional fat guys. I don't know if you can say that. Professional Pizza Eaters of America. Like,
we're all fat guys inside when it comes to pizza.
That's true. Inside every man, woman, and child, there's a tiny fat guy just begging for pizza at all times.
Begging for pizza.
I know. Right now, he is screaming to me.
I know all this pizza we've been talking. Sheesh.
So the methodology reads: data for this study was obtained from the U.S. Census, American Community Survey, Yelp, and more than 1,000 pizza restaurant websites. In addition, we conducted a survey of 2,000 American adults, asking them about their pizza preferences. To obtain our ranking, 2,000 American adults of the
hundreds. And how many cities are on this list?
25. So not a lot. We asked 2 people in every city.
Where did they interview these people? Or like, where are they from? Are they all from one location?
America. We conducted a survey of 2,000 American adults. That's all it says. I do not have the list of names and addresses.
This is ridiculous.
To obtain our data ranking, data points were weighted as follows. Pizza reputation, which was the survey of 2,000 Americans, carried a value of 43%. So the most was input into these 2,000 American adults, some of which have probably not been outside the city they were surveyed. Pizza passion was an analysis of Google search trends, which weighted as 27% of the score. Pizza availability, the analysis of pizza restaurants, was 20%. And then pizza affordability was 10% of the score. Scores were indexed on a scale of 1 to 100. I just looking at this, it looks like I just feel like I still don't have enough methodology here.
They just put something in ChatGPT and asked them to do it. And this is that.
Maybe.
Pretend like you surveyed 2,000 American adults.
They have rankings by category here. Best pizza cities according to Americans. Number 1, New York, New York. Who would have guessed? Number 2, Chicago. Who would have guessed? What did I say before I found this? I'm like, they're going to say New York and Chicago because they're pizza cities. Then LA, Philly, and Detroit. 3 other.
Like if you ask somebody, like you said, who's never been out of your home city.
Yeah.
You might just say that because you know that from like TV.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, you look at the highest pizza passion score. These scores are telling me a lot more than their little, we crunched some numbers and here's what we got. Highest pizza passion score, Buffalo, New York, 100 out of 100. Rochester, 98. New Haven, Connecticut. A major metropolitan place in Connecticut, but it's not Philly or LA or New York. It's a Buffalo. 89. Hartford, Connecticut, 89. Bridgeport, Connecticut, 89. They actually they have the exact same score, which makes me think that maybe Connecticut's the pizza hub. They are right outside New York City.
Are we a byproduct of Connecticut? So Northeast United States is just killing it in the pizza game.
Yeah. The Northeast really is, because here you go. Most pizza restaurants per 100,000 residents. New Haven, Connecticut, Scranton, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, Harrisburg, and Syracuse.
Because you know what's not even pizza is that, what's that, deep dish? Come on.
Ooh, calling out.
Come on, man. That's a pie. There's some kind of pie, but it's not a pizza pie. It's not the pizza pie.
You know, I was thinking about getting rid of cold opens this week, and nope.
That was so bad.
It really was. Your voice, like, kind of, I'm not going to say it cracked, but it kind of broke in the middle of it. Like,
I don't know what Italian guy I was trying to do.
The problem is that if you're going to do you got to do it with your whole chest. Oh,
Yeah.
pizza pie, you know.
Okay, Borak, calm down.
This episode's been a mess, Jeff.
Oh, it's a hot mess.
But it's been
You came in hot. You came in hot, and it went off the rails.
It's a lot of fun. I was too angry. I should have given this time. I just read this today, and it made me upset. And I was like, "Oh, we got to do an episode about it."
I agree with you. Not knowing what this was about coming in, I'm upset. Also,
and all love to Rochester, our neighbors, our homies. You know, we go there for shows. You come here for shows. You got our the Sabres farm team. You guys could do a better job so that we can do a better job. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, actually, go Bisons. You know, boo mud.
For sure,
mud
Bison
hens,
season.
Boo the mud hens. But you know, it's all friendly. It's all love. I just think that we should definitely be higher. Nick Paisano certainly is and should not be writing about pizza. And I would
put him on there.
I would love to really break down and check this math. Sorry.
They put him. Oh no, my bad. They put him on there purely because of his last name, and not because he knows anything about pizza.
Which one of our real estate agents knows the most about pizza? Well, there's Nick Paisano.
You got a guy named Nick Paisano. I heard his mom makes a nice pizza. Well, Nick, who's got the best pizza in the United States?
Throws a dart at a map. Rochester. I'm
gonna do a hot take here and say New York City. Go out on a limb.
I could ask 1,000 people in Buffalo where the best pizza city is, and they'll tell me New York and Chicago. Like,
that's what I'm saying. People in our own city and area don't even know.
This is one of the more fun ones we've had, though. It had no structure, but
no. For winging it, that's not so bad. We didn't do so bad.
No, and I think that in my editing, you won't be able to notice until we talk about it right now, and you're hearing whenever I put this in and we're talking about it. But it certainly was a mess. But you'll probably be able to tell that. Anyway. Yeah. I'm done looking at all these interesting facts because I'm going to find something else that we got to talk about for 10 minutes and then go off on John Taffer and Gordon Ramsay. So that's been this episode of the Buffalluminati Podcast. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And make sure that no matter what you're doing, you're a good neighbor today. Peace.